Well, hello everybody. This is Minnie Mouse, and today we are having a storytelling, and it's called Huey, Dewy, Louie Meet the Witch, and the storytelling by Cute and Peak 97. Take it away.
Thank you very much, Minnie Mouse. Now, we are going to read a story. Huey, Dewy, and Louie Meet the Witch. And it's going to be a fun story for all you viewers. One day, Huey, Dewy, and Louie went off to find adventure nearby forest. Okay. We're down to our last bread, our last little carrot, and one bare soup bone, Dewy told his brothers. This doesn't seem like much fun adventure, Huey complained. It could be worse, Louie said. We could be lost. Did you know where we are? Huey asked him. Louie looked around the dark woods. He had no idea where they are. At least it didn't rain, Dewy said. But just then they heard thunder. That's great, Louie moaned. We're hungry. It's getting dark, and now there's a storm on the way. The wind began to blow wildly through the trees. The boys couldn't decide what to do first. Find a place to sleep or find something to eat. Let's rest while we decide what to do, Huey said. Then he looked up at the sound of a tiny chirp. Chirp, chirp, chirp. There he saw a skinny little bird that began to sing a lovely song. When the song was over, the hungry bird looked at the bread in Huey's hand. You poor thing, you must be starving, Huey said. Then he gave the bird the bread. What have you done? Cried Dewy and Louie. That was our last piece of bread. Do unto others as you have done others unto you, said Huey. If I were a hungry bird alone in the forest, I would want someone to give me some bread, he added. Thank you, young sir. I will not forget your kindness, the bird chirped. Chip, chip, chip. You can talk? Huey asked. Dewy and Louie were surprised too, to ask anything at all. Yes, the bird answered. You see, I am under a witch's spell, the witch who lives in the cottage at the end of its path. Whatever you do, don't go there or she'll put a spell on you. And with this warning, the bird flew away. I'm not afraid of any old witch, Huey said. After all, we're looking for adventure, aren't we? Let's go see this witch for ourselves, added Louie. What do you think, Dewy? He asked, but Dewy wasn't listening. He was looking at a horse standing nearby. I'm going to catch that horse and take a ride, Dewy called to his brothers. When Dewy saw how thin and tired the horse looked, he changed his mind. Poor thing, he whispered. Poor thing, he whispered. I've got something for you. Then he reached out into his pocket and gave the horse his very last carrot before Huey and Dewy could stop him. That's just great, complained Louie. No bread, no carrot. All we have left is one bare soup bone.
Well, I'm sorry. If I were a hungry horse, I want someone to feed me. I will not forget your kindness, the horse told to Huey. Why, you must be under a witch's spell too, just like the bird we met before, Huey explained. The horse nodded. Run from the witch, he warned. Then he galloped away. Just then, a dog came running out of the forest. Hello there, Louie said, without a second thought. Louie gave the dog the soup bone. Huey and Dewy smiled. I will not forget your kindness, the dog told Louie. Then it went to run off warning. Run away from the witch while you still can.
The three boys look at each other. Now they have nothing to eat, no place to sleep. All of a sudden, they sniff a delicious smell.
It's coming from over there,
pointed Huey. He was pointing to the witch's cottage. The growling of their stomachs made them forget the animals' warnings. They followed the delicious smell right up to the cottage. The cottage looked warm and cozy, and there was a wonderful smell of soup. The boys knocked on a wooden door.
What do you want?
A voice asked. The food and
place to sleep.
The old witch opened the door and looked at the boys.
All right,
she said.
I'll give you soup and a bed. You each gave me 1 day's work.
It's a deal, the boys agreed as they went in. At once, the boys sat at the table and started to eat. The soup tastes even better than it smelled, and when their happy stomachs were full, the witches gave them each a blanket and a place by a fire. Soon 3 adventurers were fast asleep. The next morning, Witch told the boys what to do. You'll fill this basket with apples from the top of these 3 giant apple trees, she told Huey. Then she handed him a huge apple basket. You dig a hole big enough swim in, she told Louie. Then she handed him a small spoon. And you use this cup to fill the swimming hole with water from the lake, she told Dewey. We can't do these jobs, cried the boys. The witch laughed. A wicked laugh. I forgot to tell you one thing. If you don't finish your jobs by dark, I'll turn you all into sheeps. I need some wool to make some nice warm pair of socks. Then she went inside to take a nap. What are we gonna do? Louie asked his brothers. Ba 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 ba, Huey sang. We might as well get used to it, he said. There's no way we can do what she asked. Suddenly, an apple fell into the huge apple basket. Huey looked up. There he saw a bird, which he had given the piece of bread. I didn't forget. You helped me, the bird chirped, chirp, 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 to Huey. Now I'll help you. And the bird began to pick the apples from the giant apple trees until Huey's basket was full. And you help us, said the horse. On the dog. Now we'll help you too. Then the dog began to dig the hole deep enough for the witch to swim in. Next, horse took Dewey on its back and galloped back and forth from the lake carrying cups full of water. Before dark, every job was done. You have been very kind, the boys told their animal friends. Is there something other way we can do to help you? The boys asked. Take the witch's wand before she wake up. Next, run to the edge of the forest and break the wand in 2. That will end her wicked spells and take away her powers. Then we will meet you there as soon as we can. Huey, Dewy, and Louie tiptoed into the cottage, where the witch was fast asleep. They slipped into the magic wand out of their pocket and ran as fast as they could to the edge of the forest. When the witch woke up and went outside, she couldn't believe her eyes. All her jobs had been done. Those horrible boys, I'll turn them into sheep anyway, she decided. She reached into her pocket for her magic wand. It's gone, she cried. I'll get those boys for this, she shouted. The witch began to run through the woods. There she came upon the little bird. Tweet, tweet, tweet. Lead me to those 3 terrible boys, the witch cried out. I won't, the tiny bird replied.
Tweet, tweet. They were kind to me, and you were not.
And with that, off flew the bird.
Ah!
The witch ran along the path in the forest, hoping to catch sight of the boys. Just then she spotted the dog.
Help me find those boys,
the witch shouted.
I won't,
the dog barked. They were kind to me, and you were not.
Yep, yep.
Then he ran in circles around the witch, making her quite dizzy before he ran off the woods.
Toot, 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 toot.
The witch crashed angrily through the woods. When she came into the horse, she jumped on and shouted,
Carry me to those boys.
Hey, no, I won't, the horse neighed.
Let me guess, the witch said. They were kind to you and I was not.
That's right.
Hey, nodded the horse, and he would not budge.
Never mind, she cried. I'll find them myself. You can't get good and chat to animals these days.
She ran back to her house and pulled out her broomstick. And she flew through the forest, looking for Huey, Dewey, and Louie and her magic wand. The witch got to the edge of the forest just in time to see Louie break her wand in two. As the wand snapped the broomstick dropped to the ground. The unhappy witch fell to the ground with it. All her magic spells was broken at last. On the very minute that the witch lost her magic, the bird, the dog, and the horse turned back into three men. The shortest one explained to Huey, Dewey, and Louie. We were adventurers too. The witch tricked us the same way as she tricked you. But we had no one to help us at all, added the tallest one. After thanking Huey, Dewey, and Louie once again for their kindness, the three young men went off to continue their adventure. They told the boys they would be sure to watch out for the witches from now on. The boys waved a cheery goodbye. Just then the witch spoke up.
That's all fine and good for you, adventurers, she scolded. But now that you've broken my magic wand, how will I get things done?
Do you mean that you can't make a delicious magic soup anymore? Huey asked.
Oh, that soup isn't magic, explained the witch. My grandma told me how to make it. Ah!
That gave Dewey an idea. He whispered a plan to his brothers.
If I were a witch without a wand alone in the forest, Huey began. You want someone to help you out?
Dewey and Louie finished. So the boys hammered and sawed, painted, and cleaned until the witch's cottage looked all new. When they were done, the witch's cottage was turned into a cozy restaurant. All through the forest, the boys put up the signs that says, Grand Opening, Good Witch Restaurant. Just follow your nose, try our magical soup. Once people taste the delicious soup, they came from far and wide to eat the Good Witch Restaurant. And the witch was happiest person of all, for she had learned something very important. She can make friends like magic, just by being as nice to others as she wanted them to be her. And the good witch told Huey, Dewey, and Louie, wherever you grow tired or hungry on your adventures, you will always find free soup and a place to rest at the Good Witch Restaurant. The end.
Oh, thank you so much to read the story, Cute and Peak 97.
You're most certainly welcome, Minnie Mouse.